Greetings. Well, if you can't make it to Virginia Beach this summer, or even if you could, still get over to Hamilton in Loudoun County, Virginia, Business Route 7, and talk to Leslie Lowry at Lowry's Crab Shack. How come? Why do we want to bring him in here?
Fresh prepared to order seafood.
Look at this stuff. The crab legs are to die for. Look at this. What kind of an array do we see in front of us? I mean, I see oysters and soft-shell crabs and crab legs that look like they come out of an elephant or something. Well, what do we have in front of us, Leslie?
Oh, we have Texas Gulf shrimp, snow crab legs, Alaskan king crab legs, fresh fish that's on our menu, scallops, clams, oysters. We do oysters on the half shell.
Now, we understand there's a story behind this, but you can buy this and prepare it at home, or you can have a sit-down meal. And by the way, we are at the old Planet Wayside location, you know, where that old landmark is. What's a little bit of the background behind the frying pans and everything else behind us, Leslie, without resurrecting too many bodies?
Well, we're a restaurant by default because that's what was allowed here on this site. We were a farm market. Now our farm market is divided between three businesses: the flower shop, the Hamilton General Store, and our seafood here.
It's a good thing. It sounds like it's working out.
It's driven by our customers, driven by the public. We just try to answer to our customers' desires and provide them what they're looking for.
Now, you've been doing seafood, I mean, beyond your birth. You started from generations ago. Tell us a little about the family history behind this business.
My dad has always loved the Bay, and my dad was a double amputee, and he sold seafood to the public for many, many years out of the back of his truck. And when I started the farm market, he came with me to sell his seafood, and then he passed away Labor Day weekend, 1999, and we just expanded from there.
Now, when you say the farm market, it used to be Lowry's on the east end of town, if you know where that landmark was, east of Hamilton. Now we're on the west end. So it sounds like you basically can do anything you want with seafood here. You mentioned the Bay.
Right.
I would imagine you know pretty darn well where all your seafood comes from.
Exactly. I deal with the son of the father that my dad dealt with. So, and it all comes from the northern neck of Virginia, down in the Bay, and then they have trucks that go to Norfolk to pick up the Cape Cod restoration. So,
now I know that there are people that will come to Lowry's and nowhere else for seafood. What are some of your bigger sellers? People walk in the door and they want the regular. What's that?
well, the crab cakes are pretty famous, and of course our live crabs, and we steam to order our steamed crabs. And they come from Southern Maryland.
You know, we talked a little bit about the before generations of coming to where we are today, and also you're passing this one on to the next one we did too. Your son just walked out the door?
He is. He's 24. He's special needs, so we're finding more and more jobs for him to do here. When we had the farm market, he was preparing to work there, but we've had to revamp his goals and what he's able to do.
And
So,
we've had people walking in and out of the door. Everybody that comes in here, it's like their family. They're
right.
part of the whole Lowry's extended Loudoun County family, right?
Exactly.
And any place that sells moon pies and has pictures of Lucy on the wall is okay with me. Now, I'll tell you what we're going to do. We're going to go check out some of the amenities outside, so tag along. Well, thanks for coming along. We're just off of Business Route 7 on the west end of Hamilton, Lowry's Crab Shack. If you haven't been through town for a year or so, get on over here. We're talking to Leslie Lowry. And just as we're moving over here and getting settled, she was telling us a little bit about her philosophy of restaurateur business. And what are you really trying to do here?
Well, just provide fresh, prepared to order seafood, and I mean, it's all customer driven. The customer asks for something, if it's possible, we try to do it.
And we've got customers just outside the shots here that literally up to their elbows in crab shells, and you can almost smell the Old Bay seasoning, if I can use that expression. You were saying some of your bigger sellers people come in here for crab legs or crabs. How much does it change throughout the year into what we can come in here and order? You were mentioning that you have steamers every so often. How much does that, how much does the palate change throughout the year?
Well, we've noticed, I can pretty much have something with you the next day, and we do a lot of special orders for customers. We do fillet of fish on hand, but if someone wants a large fish or a whole fish, we can certainly do that. We do steamed lobsters. We do live lobsters too. It's not something I really knew a whole lot about, but customers asked for it, so we learned it.
You have a very impressive array of fresh seafood right in the crab shack here. But we understand down at the general store, you've got more of a retail outlet. What would I find if I walked inside there?
Well, we're
just a couple blocks down the road.
transitioning more seafood down there because we're planning on closing January and February. And since oysters, the bay oysters are at their peak in the middle of the winter, we sell all of our fresh fish down there too. When we're closed here, we'll still be able to offer it at the general store. But we have our steaks and our free-range eggs and everything that we had at the farm market is down there.
Now, Leslie, we understand there were a few trials and tribulations to get to where we are today with Lowry's and Hamilton, but I would imagine you're pretty much basically happy with the way things worked out and where you're sitting here.
It is a good
Or are we?
business. Well, it's for somebody that wasn't planning on being in the restaurant business.
Right.
I mean, it's no, I don't take anything for granted. Every customer we try to handle it to. But I mean, the restaurant business was nowhere where we were headed, and I don't want to seem regretful, but it's. I'll take my farm market back in a minute.
Well, we can perhaps plan for the future. Now, before we go, I have got to find out, and you have one of my favorite icons inside. Who's the big Lucy fan?
Oh, me, definitely. My nickname is Lucy.
How'd that all start?
Well, not really. I
The
just
movie
kind
star
of have
looks?
some Lucy ideas. You can talk to my
Right.
husband about that.
How does Ricky feel?
Yeah. Yeah.
Lucy!
Right. Yeah. There's the right way, the wrong way, and my way.
And the long, long trailer way.
Yeah.
Vincent Minnelli film from the 50s, one of my favorites. Well, we're just about to wrap up. What can I get for dessert?
We have soft serve ice cream, chocolate, vanilla, and twist. We can do sundaes, anything you can do with soft serve ice cream. Milkshakes, make a pretty good sundae.
All right. Well, we're going to go wash some dishes in the back so we can work up an appetite for a plate of crabs. Might want to come along. We can use all the help we can get. Thank you, Leslie.